I think TikTok changed. Wait just 1 second.
Okay.
I did the wrong button on this. Okay, well, we're good. Okay, excellent.
On the bottom.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Starseed Activations. Thank you, Mary, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Okay, excellent. How's Instagram? Is it on?
Nope.
Nope.
It's
Okay. We were trying something new tonight. I'm going to just start Instagram now. Excellent. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so incredibly much for your patience as we start tonight's beautiful episode. So, ever so gently, dear ones, we wish to start with an Om. An Om allows us to connect to each of you, utilizing a type of collective consciousness thought grid. This then allows the highest frequency or alignment of information to then be resonated through your entire energetic grid structures. This, dear ones, also allows for any individual who wishes to join us in a type of energetic clearing and reprogramming. For there are specific frequency codes that we resonate through this channeler, which shall allow for each individual in alignment to receive, to cleanse and purify your energy field as a whole. We wish for each of you to take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, star people. Thank you so incredibly much. When we do that, guys, I really want each of you to hold unconditional love in your hearts and allow that emotion of love to just wash over your entire body. It makes you feel really, really good. Excellent. Welcome, Mary. Thank you so incredibly much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure. So, what are we talking about today?
We are going to talk about page 75 in the keys to my ascension, crystal talisman bonding.
Beautiful. Okay.
A crystal talisman is a crystal that is fine-tuned to the primary individual's energetic grids. The attunement allows for a type of energetic bond that is unbreakable in nature, withstanding the test of time. In order to acquire a crystal talisman, the primary individual must be attuned to allow that crystal to fully manifest into their physical reality. They must feel love and accept the crystal as one of their own. With deep appreciation allows a stronger bond to develop. You want me to keep reading?
Beautiful. No, this is great.
Okay.
So, a crystal talisman bond. Now, as much as from the human perspective, we recognize that each of us can walk into a crystal shop and we can select a crystal. But there is actually a two-way form of alignment that each crystal is forming in your energetic grid. For each crystal is telepathically awakened and aware already. Each crystal may send thought forms, which may allow each child of light in the observation of not being able to actually see the crystal. For sometimes crystals hide in your shops. They then will wait until the properly aligned individual comes along, and then the crystal shall select the owner. This is of high value to fully identify, for crystals are master keepers of frequency. What each of you have been identified as a crystal now is only the beginning of the actual abilities each crystalline subsystem holds. These crystals may activate throughout time and space. They are not linear in their current observation of your world. They contain memories of Lumeris, Atlantis, and before. For your civilization is much older than your archaeologists believe today, even the awakened ones, as you will call them. This is of high value to identify, for crystals have been here since the beginning. Each crystal is aligned and allows a two-way form of communication to Mother Earth's crystalline core. This crystalline core holds all human consciousness grids, as well as any secondary plant, animal, insect, or being. Any being who has been on her planet has a form of memory located within the crystalline core. This crystalline core is connected to each crystal in your world. There are undiscovered crystals located deep within the Earth's system. These crystals may be psionically activated, and we have selected a very wide group of star seeds to facilitate a type of energetic which we shall activate now. You may feel in your energetic grids a type of resonant or chill, if you may. That chill, dear ones, is us tuning in to your energetic field and subsystems. Allow this frequency to then wash into the core of Mother Earth's crystals. Each of you who is aligned may speak the words now. I hereby activate the crystalline core, allowing all crystals to become conscious and sentient beings to the third degree. We activate the extrasensory crystals that are located in your core. And we send many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, star people. Oh, that was like amazing. I have to listen back.
Yeah, and I just went crystal hunting.
Yeah, of course.
And it was awesome. I'm
How do
ready
you
to go
feel
again.
holding them?
It's awesome. Well, the one that I love is, I guess it's over there. I was holding it while I was laying down, but I bought this one. This is one from there too.
Beautiful.
But
See, I like the fact that you dug them out of the earth, because then like that they're real. They're not dyed. They're not replicated.
mhm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. There was a lot of energy there, and it was just perfect. I even said an invocation that I got, that I said for the land and everything. But when me and Melissa went, and when we reached Arkansas, the sign, it's just, you just felt the energy, because it's a mountain, and it's the crystals all underneath you.
Of course.
You
Well,
know.
each state, because we last year we traveled all the way from New York all the way down to Florida, and we drove. And every single time we crossed the state borders, the vibe changed, and you
Hmm.
become aware. So I ask questions. I ask the star people. Well, we can sense this in the statewide, and they told me, they were like, you can also, your body and your energy field senses these emotions when you step into someone's yard as well. It's like a spider sense, if you want to consider it that. But what it truly is you feel different emotional expressions by being in designated land. So, for example, let's say you walk into like a graveyard, you're going to feel a certain way. You may even have different ancestral connections come up, dear ones. This is because different sacred lands and burial sites contain different access codes that allow for deep communications with the ancestor realms. However, there is also different forms of manifestations that can be pre-programmed into your energetic grid structures in order to align you while engaging in ancestral activations. The ancestral plane may then be changed or modified in order to allow healings or specific frequency modifications to the human genome as a whole to manifest. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Star People. It's like the throat chakra. We're gonna just do one more Om. I want everyone watching, if you guys can all think blue, see blue, and we just want to say thank you, dear star people, for this beautiful channeled session tonight. So just take a deep breath in. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, star people.
The next page is the logistics development.
Perfect.
That's page 76. Logistics development is a process of developing the thought grids and allowing for multiple thought patterns to reflect in one experiential frequency bandwidth. Taking that electrical knowledge and casting it within, utilizing an emotion resonance. This allows the internal net system to activate multiple emotion codings simultaneously. Each experiential is a combination of multiple emotion and thought codes banded together to form the range of that entire experience.
Okay. So a couple paragraphs down is where it comes together into the post. It says developing a type of thought grid attunement that allows the individual perception of the actual timeline is an advanced logistic or string worker ability. Logistic forms of mental grid management allows for advanced sight into the quantum mechanics of the higher soul form as well. It's important to know that paragraph because that is basically what they're talking about. So what this is a string worker ability is to a first degree, is being able to see the string that you are holding. The string that we're holding, now realize each string, we have the timeline string, but it branches out with energetic tubules that then connect us to people, places, and things, different manifestations. So the string worker ability is the ability to cast the energetic tubule out or the string and to draw in that manifestation of whatever it is you want. The logistics development is seeing to the third degree. So it's not only this string, it's three strings, and what happens, all the potentials and probabilities to each string. It's very, very advanced. It is a mental capability that the star people have. So it's like seeing the potential of the conversation before having the conversation and then fine tuning the now moment to allow your manifestation to go. But it's not only to three different degrees, the probabilities, depending on the being who has activated the gift, you can see the star people are saying it's like it's infinite. They can see all potentials in the now moment, which is like, if you like stop and think about this for 1 second, it's like, wow, you can see every single possible outcome to the entire conversation before we have the conversation. And then you're picking, choosing, and guiding the conversation according to the potentials that you've observed. That's what this is. And it's like, wow, we can do it too. Now, I've experienced this ability, and this is going way back to 2019. No, it was before 2019. I've experienced this, and it was just a very, very rapid way of having a conversation with someone and like knowing what they were going to say before they said it. So it is something that each and every one of us can open, activate. But the second that you're aware that it's here and that we have a potential to open it and expand it, it then allows us to place focus and observation on it. Because the more we focus on things, the more it expands and grows. And then all of a sudden, we start to activate the extrasensory abilities that we are the most in alignment to receive. Yes.
So that's what's coming in 5D.
Yes,
for
but it's
us.
already here. We are already 5D is already here. We just are in a frequency and we are tuning in, holding it, manifesting very rapidly, and then we go back down. It's like a frequency wave, like this. We
Yeah.
tune in. The star people call it a spiritual week and then a physically focused week. The physically focused weeks, we usually wash the car, pay the bills, clean the house, things of that nature. The spiritual weeks, and you'll start to pick up to your cycles the second you're aware of it. The spiritual weeks, it's like, what are we doing for fun? Everything is coming very rapid. Everything you need lands in your feet. It's where new energy is coming in. So we're aware. It's like, wow, it's beautiful. Yes.
Lexi says she does that on an unconscious level.
Yeah, yeah, because she has an attunement to it. And the second that you have identified, oh, I have a natural attunement to this ability, now you can go in deeper and you can start to put focus on it. Because the more you put focus on it, the more it expands. So that even if you use the childlike mind, your creativity, your imagination, when we use the imagination, it's okay, I'm going to pretend inside of my mind, well, what if they said this? Then maybe the conversation would go like this. What if they said that? Maybe it would go like that. But then your telepathy is going to activate. And when the telepathy activates, and all of a sudden it's real. And then it's, oh, I knew you were going to say that before you said it because I heard it before it came in.
Mm-hmm.
So using that inner child is your imagination. The more and more we can start to imagine things, the more it allows for the extrasensory abilities connected to your solar plexus to ever so gently expand and activate into your physical reality. Thank you. Thank you, Star.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
The next page is a further explanation of logistics development.
Excellent. Let's
there
go
is a
deeper.
there is a string system that flows in the ethers behind every single stimulation frequency. The string system connects all living beings through a network of energetic cords and tubules. Some individuals on your planet may already perceive their ether strings. These individuals are widely referred to as string workers, and they have the ability to manifest energetic tubules connecting experiences to people. Once aware, they may select their words wisely in order to manifest accordingly.
Do the next paragraph too, please.
The ability to see the energetic cords running behind the stimulation must include a degree of logistic development, which allows the primary individual to perceive every single potential manifestation in different parallel reality expressions.
Which is beautiful. Now, the next paragraph goes in to explain what happens when we can bring two or three of those individuals together who can see all potentiality. So there's power when we come together because our thoughts, feelings, emotions, it forms a collective consciousness grid, which is exactly what the star people tell us is formed right now on this very video. We form a collective consciousness grid so that all thought forms can flow into that field of thought. And then the most aligned information is what surfaces. And it's basically what the star people are showing me right now is, let's say there's 150 people watching the video now, or throughout time and space. If there 100 people have an identical question, it's going to surface to the top. They can see all the questions that are surfaced to the top that the most amount of people watching throughout time and space want to hear. And you may be watching this video years from now and you may get the chills because you may know that they're talking to you on this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how there's going to be someone they're like, yeah, there's going to be someone who's watching this video years from now who gets the massive chills and they're like, oh, they're talking to me even though the video is, so many years old. That's because they can see the thought grids and they can see our energetics and we're all connected. So time and space is an illusion, literally, because this video forms a consciousness grid that it is whole and steady throughout time and space, interacting with it. Oh, wow. So now moment expression to be brought for observation. Each individual is co-creating the now moment because of your observation status. However, dear ones, when each of you returns to your regular lives, you shall then be in your own reality timeline bubble once again. For each of you come together as units of consciousness, creating the now moment consecutively. And then you branch away into your own parallel reality versions of the self. This is a normal process of the human experience. Being said, you may wish to identify that coming together in larger groups and practicing such forms as meditation allows for significant energetic shifts to the entire human consciousness grids. This, dear ones, can also allow for a two-way form of thought forms to be pushed into the human consciousness grids. Very similar to that as the highest question surfacing for us to answer through the channeler is what occurs when each of you dives in, forms a consciousness grid, and then chooses the thought form to send into the collective earth or human consciousness grid as a whole. For, dear ones, each of you has such power inside of you that you may shift the current humanity consciousness expression as a whole. This includes manifesting world peace instantaneously, for it all starts with an emotion and radiating a thought form into the consciousness grids. The earth doesn't change, dear ones. It is you that shifts your baseline resonance and allows you to come into a new alignment with a new timeline expression. This new timeline then becomes your world among world expressions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Star People.
Awesome.
Thank you, Star People.
The next one is page 78, activation of wireless earth grounding and chi charging.
Beautiful.
It's chi, right?
Chi.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
It's okay.
Activation of wireless chi charging is readily available to download in the now moment. For any and all technology perceived is simply a reflection of what each individual is capable of manifesting utilizing only the biological form. Ether pooling also energetically grounds the individual directly into Mother Earth's magnetic grids. This activates an emotional pulse. The modality is a complete rebalancing of the energetic complex, which allows for the 0 point flash to manifest.
So this is really interesting. Now what this is we all have had these moments in our life where you may not feel as if you're fully energized, or you may feel we do this naturally if we get a second wind, the star people are saying. That's because you are pulling the ether into the body in order to recharge yourself and give yourself more energy. What this post is telling us is that we are able, you may choose to go outside and stand on the earth. It actually is not even necessary. We have this form of energetic pulling or chi pulling, where we can pull the ether and pull plasma or charged particles into the body, and it actually re-amplifies the cellular voltage. The star people are showing me ever so gently, dear ones, the voltage inside each cell inside of your body may be modified, or you may add a form of amplification into the waters of the body. This then allows your physical form to instantaneously shift. And when you shift, you are shifting into a higher density timeline expression. This then, dear ones, allows you to feel as if your body is been recharged, allowing you to feel the most amount of energy that you are able to hold in the now moment for what is in alignment. That being said, your biological form maintains a degree of physicality. This physicality may be aligned to your highest potential timeline held in the now moment expression. So what they're showing me is like this. Right now, in this very moment, with the body that you have, you are holding the highest potential timeline expression. When we pull the ether in or pull the chi energetics in and recharge the body, we are touching into that highest potential timeline expression. But now here's the thing. Let's say you took 3 days, and in 3 days you did water fasting, breath work, ice baths, you ate salads, or whatever it is that you did. Let's say you did all that for 3 days. Your highest potential is not going to be here. It's going to be up to here. So it's like your highest potential in the now moment is what you have the ability of pulling the ether in and supercharging the cells of the body and activating. That being said, because we are still working within limitations of time and space, it is okay for us to choose to make the baby steps and make positive changes for our body, our mind, and our spirit, and to evolve in a linear as well as spiritual manner. Yes.
Kind of like getting up and dancing. You're pulling all the energy in,
Yeah.
you know. I do
Well,
it.
that's what yoga is too. So yoga, and it's while it's great to do the exercise and all the stuff with yoga, but you're supposed to hold the body pose and then breathe
Hmm.
and literally hold it, because the way the body works is when you hold a pose for 2 minutes, your brain responds to whatever emotion your body language is resonating. So we take a look at micro expressions. All of the wrinkles on the face, the wrinkles on the hands, all of these things show us what emotions we have held over the entire life. Or when someone makes a micro expression like a smile, we can see what emotions that they are holding. Now, yoga works the same way. Every single body pose is giving us a body language. That language, it's an emotion code. So you don't want to just hold it and breathe and stretch and do, you can do that too. But when you hold it for a minute and you breathe, you're pulling the chi into your system, because the air, there's charged particles in the air. We know this. We're pulling ether in. That's what gives us the breath of life. It is giving us a degree of voltage. We get the oxygen in the body. Oxygen gets into the cells and it puts the voltage where it needs to go inside of the cells. The whole system works in harmony. So when we hold an emotion code is a magnetic resonance. That magnetic resonance is your body pose, and then it is resonating that magnetic energy. When we use the breath, pull it in and hold it for a minute. Now, what's actually happening is the breath is taking that emotional resonance and it is encoding the waters of the body. This then starts a process of activating that emotional signature into your complete cellular structures. When done properly, each of you may start to utilize the breath of life and any type of biological pose or micro expression, even to allow for changes and modifications to the baseline frequency that each of you is holding. For dear ones, there are select poses that you may find in your subconscious minds that have been pre programmed by the star people. And those poses, utilizing the breath elemental, may then access different portal technologies. And we are sending many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you for tonight's channeling. We now wish to say we love and bless each of you. And as we close tonight's channeled session now, we are sending our many love and blessings. If each of you can sit for one moment, we wish to rebalance each of your energetic grids. It is okay to come back to this video if you are driving. Thank you. Allow a rainbow ray to fully surround your body. You may see it as a bright white light, with a tint of rainbow in between. Allow that rainbow ray to fully wash down each of your chakras. You may feel unconditional love radiating through your hearts. You may feel gratitude. And as this rainbow ray fully rebalances all of your energetic systems, it grounds you into Mother Earth herself, allowing the crystalline core to generate a form of connection into your heart, allowing each of you guidance, assistance from Mother Earth's crystalline core into your body, your mind, and your spirit. Each of you now may see or sense a crystal in your mind. We wish for each of you to say thank you, Crystal, for aligning yourself to me. You may utilize that crystal as needed from this moment forward and allow that crystal to then form a crystal talisman bond. And we are sending many, many love and blessings, dear ones. Thank you. Thank you, star people. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mary, for coming. This is so much fun.
I guess I froze.
You totally froze. I'm like, she's still in meditation. Okay.
Oh, this is
Beautiful. It's okay. Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for liking and following and sharing my work. Thank you, Mary, for coming. So we do have the books. The books I did put up at daniellipton.com. There's a little button to click. It takes you right to Amazon so you can see all of the books that I have produced with the Star People. The newest book is finally out. It is my multi-dimensional healing workbook. So this book also you can find at daniellipton.com. It is 333 pages of how to heal the body. And it's like how to heal basically all of the emotion codes, how to go in and heal the different chakras. It's amazing. So go have a look at that. It's on Amazon. You guys can read through the first couple of pages. You can even see the index or the table of contents. You guys can always send any questions in to daniellipton.com. Mary and I take the questions and we can put them on the videos for everyone to hear. Yes. Tonight at 8:30 is Shadow Work Zoom. So we do host a complimentary Shadow Work Zoom after the lives where everyone comes together in order for us to heal together as a community. So if you would like to come to that, send an email to daniellipton.com and I will send you guys a Zoom link. Thank you very, very much for coming. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
We can't see you, but it's okay.
It's all right.
Yes. We love you guys. Have a great night.